For the fourth sports season in a row, Look TV and Janny Montgomery Scott have teamed up to award a high school athlete for their accomplishments on and off the field. Tonight we are pleased to announce the winner of our basketball season. And here to make the official announcement is our very own Stephen Carlton, first Vice President for Janny Montgomery Scott. Welcome to Look News, sir.
Thanks, David. It's always a pleasure.
Good to see you here. Before we get to the announcement, the big announcement on who has won, talk to me about just the quality of athletes that you saw over the basketball season.
You know, this is one of my favorite parts about the story of this scholarship program and how it got started. You know, we were really looking to highlight not necessarily the top scorer in a particular team or in the particular league, but we really wanted to focus on players that stood out in the community, that stood out on the court or on the field, that was somebody that was a team player and that you could look at and you could admire on and off the field. And so this year we got a chance to highlight a great season, phenomenal basketball season, boys and girls basketball for high school, and it was a lot of fun.
You know, this is our fourth consecutive season, as I said at the top. So far, we've given away $4,000 to 3 different athletes throughout the different seasons that we've covered. You know, tell me about this program, why you got involved, why it's so important to be doing this.
Working in finance and working in business, you often hear about the struggles that a lot of families are having trying to keep up with all the bills. Their food prices are higher, gas prices are higher, everyone's bills are going up, especially education. And so one of the things that we really listened to the community was that there was a real need to enhance scholarship programs for sports. And with all the school cutbacks on the programs and on the shortening the leagues and everything else because of the difficulty in the economy, we thought this was an opportunity for us to kind of step up and get behind some of the local community schools. And so this year, we're happy to do it again, another $1,250 to the school and the student, $1,000 to the student, $250 to the school sports program. And it's been a great success.
Yeah, it's a nice prize. Why don't we get to it? Let's make the announcement. Out of all the athletes that you saw this year, who is the winner?
Well, it is my pleasure to announce Sydney Hansen from Ballston Spa, the Scotties basketball team. Congratulations on a phenomenal game. We watched some of the highlights that were going on. She really stood out as a player in the team. She was a real team player. The other players really responded and worked well with her. We got glowing reports from the school and from the coach about what an outstanding player she was.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit in a second about her off the court, how she is as a student. But first, let's run you a quick part of the interview that we did after her game. It's with our Brian Delaney. This was the post-game interview with our winner.
You ended up with, what, I think 6 or 7 3-pointers in this game.
Yeah. My teammates set me up for some good shots, so I just squared up my feet and took the shots, hoping they'd go in. I got lucky tonight, so it was a good shooting game for me tonight.
And that was her post-game interview, but Sydney had a great game. She was firing those baskets left, right, and center.
Brian Delaney and I were looking on, and she kept doing these 3-point throws. And it was almost like she wasn't even trying. Every time she shot, she just kept getting it in. And we had a blast watching. Everybody in the stands were watching, and it was just this expectation that if she got the ball, she was going to make the shot. And so it was just a lot of fun to watch her. She's a great athlete. You can tell the discipline, the hard work that she puts in the game. And so very deserving student.
And also a very accomplished student off the court as well. You
know, that was one of the things you see. You know, being in sports programs is very demanding. It's very difficult. You spend a lot of hours in training and practice and everything else. But this is a student that's maintained honor roll. She's in the Best Buddy program at her school. You know, she volunteers. She does a lot in the community. And that really impressed us as we looked at her school involvement and community involvement. This is a student that really is a great example to her peers.
Well, looking forward to meeting Sydney myself when we do the check presentation. That is coming up. We look forward to that.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
We'll bring that to all of you at home here on Look News. Stephen Carlton, first Vice President for Janny Montgomery Scott, also our financial contributor here at Look
David.
News. Now, to find out more about the HIGH5 Leadership Grant Program, head to our website. It's looktvonline.com.